Let's get married.
Wait, some of the Celsius?
Jeez.
Only on paper.
There's bad stuff in there.
There is.
Yep. He still drinks them because
That
every now
one's
and then he
fine,
wants.
Started. Welcome to the March 18th Board of Selectmen's meeting. Everybody rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And welcome everybody. We have no public hearings this evening. Any announcements from the board? Gary, anything?
Old Home Days Committee is meeting tomorrow night at 7 in the Old Town Hall. We've got a new member, which is good, and everything is going as planned. No hiccups, which is nice.
Good. David, anything?
I do not, thank you.
Dwayne, anything?
I don't have anything.
And I think I am all set. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? We have no appointments tonight. Either one of you want to make public comment? We do have correspondence, financial reports, and the contract deputy monthly report. And if you need a copy of those, just you can pull it up on the packet or give a call to the town office. Reports and staff initiatives, Selectmen's reports. Dwayne, anything?
I have nothing.
David?
I'm all set.
Gary?
I do not have anything.
And I am all set, so I'll toss it over to you.
Just a couple things for you. I did send the request off to the planning board. Laura helped facilitate that as well. So they've got the request for the F&A request from the surveyor Steve Everett, correspondence we received last meeting. And I also asked for an update from the planning board for any work they've completed on waterfront management with the docks, per Selectman Bell's request. Last week we had the senior luncheon, 30 people attended. The next one will be April 8th. It'll be the first one we'll have at the Lions Club at noon time on April 8th. We have scheduled for the replacement of the boiler. They started today. They're going to be working into the wee hours tonight because we sprung a bigger leak, and so they're working to get that replaced. And they're hoping to have them online tonight. We still have received no additional applications for per diem from our postings at the fire department. Public Works updates. We've met with the architect, Dave Graham. He submitted the initial or the preliminary floor plans and elevations. This information has gone back to Sebago, which he'll include in his site plan information for a hopeful April 2nd planning board meeting, if all goes well. Monday, we're testing on site with SW Cole doing core samples, and we're digging, I believe, on Tuesday for septic system testing. And Amber did hear back from the bank, and they did grant a 25-year term. However, the interest would have to be negotiated at designated intervals throughout for that term, correct?
Every 5 years.
Every 5 years.
Is that typical?
So we'll change every 5 years?
Sorry,
Yeah, I mean-
no, it's 3 2 1.
I got my hand up. Is that typical, that they do that every 5 years?
Yes and no, because usually they won't even go 25 years, but because we have a nice working relationship with them, they're willing to do that.
In 5 years, we decided we want to refinance with somebody else, we're free to do that? Or we locked
We
in?
haven't gotten that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the initial one, I think it was, what, 8 years or 10 years when, I can't remember, the lady that retired that we worked with. Lori Warshall. But I'm wondering if this is because it's 25 years now, but,
Right.
so.
And
We have
I
more
think it
work,
has
we have
to
more work to
do-
do on that, too.
Yep.
I can't picture there's a penalty on paying it off
No.
after a certain.
After
After a
Yeah,
certain.
until we get further with like the bid and everything like that, they're kind of like close-lipped until,
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they have an initial interest rate? Do they even give us that?
no.
Okay.
And who is it?
They're scared.
Maine Community Bank.
Okay.
Anything else,
I'm
man?
good. Yeah, I'm good.
Any questions from that?
The only question I have is, you're doing core samples at the new site?
Yes.
How gravelly is it over there? Is there a lot of ledge, or do we know, or?
I'm assuming it's gravel material.
Yeah.
But they're looking for the compaction.
Yeah.
So we'll find out hopefully after next week and see where we're at, but
Yeah. Okay.
I think the materials will be fine.
Yeah. Seems to be pretty gravelly.
Worst case, we may have to put down, because of the site that it was, we may have to put down some type of a vapor barrier under the slab. And we're talking about already setting it up, so we have the piping for radon and any other gases,
Yeah.
some slab, so.
Just because of the material that might be close by,
Mm-hmm.
But
or was dumped close by,
Yeah.
because nobody knows who dumped where.
Right, yeah.
once we get planning board, then we're hoping to get the design build docs out. And then, once we have the bids back, then we'll have something to work with
Mhm.
to see where we're at.
Do we test for the old lagoons, which has got the salt shed over them?
So we have not had to, because that's one thing Owens mentioned, is he didn't think we had to because of where the salt shed was constructed. That was where the vapor barrier came in, aside from probably putting a vapor barrier under it, otherwise under the slab. That's what they were recommending is worst case scenario, for the lagoons.
And that's real quick to be paid off, right? Am I correct if I remember?
We're in our last year,
Last year of that?
it's either this year or next year
Next
for
Yeah,
salt
good.
shed.
Good.
That should be paid off probably before we borrow
Right.
Yeah.
the money for the public work.
Yeah, good timing.
Yeah.
And the first 2 years will be a construction for interest only
Yeah.
on the construction loan for the garage. So we're still moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's jump to new business. We do have a vacancy and have been notified by RSU 57 central office. We have a board vacancy. So I guess the real question is that do we want to potentially appoint someone to get us through the next 4 months or 3 months? Or just roll it at the June election?
Do we know of any potential?
Well, there was a person that came in today that pulled papers for the 1 year
Yeah.
deal, so if you're interested, we can set up at the next meeting.
Might get their feet wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would be, so if you want,
I would be in favor of filling it if we have somebody
If
that can
somebody's
do it.
interested in it.
Yes. And now with this being out in the public, maybe somebody else.
so
can
Laura,
do it too.
can you find out who pulled the papers and maybe set up an interview?
So what we have is a 1-year term and a 3-year term that's coming up.
Correct.
Right.
Deanna,
Do you want the interview before or during the meeting? Before the meeting or?
Before the meeting.
Okay.
Wayne, could you expound on that again? You said we have 2 openings somewhere?
Well, as of June, we'll have a one-year term, which was this
To
vacancy.
finish it.
To finish it, and then there's a 3-year term that will be coming up that somebody,
In June also?
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so there'll be 2 openings on
And we
the
have,
school
what, we have
board.
three positions?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
The woman's name was Deanna. That came in today, Deanna.
Okay. So we'll deal with that in the next meeting. Okay, so we're gonna spend some time voting to approve the municipal budget going forward. So if everybody wants to grab their documents, and I would prefer to go through this department at a time. That's what we've done in the past. Did you get any feedback from John?
From who?
John Bell?
No, nothing, he
Okay.
not dropped anything.
Okay. So, if everybody's okay with that, we'll go through, general government and go back through all of the documents that way. All right, so,
And just so everybody knows, when we processed it initially, we've asked all the departments to hold the lines as close as they could to what they had this year. We calculated the 3% cost of living. We based it on the CPI, we reviewed that for the Northeast region, and we applied that. Overall, we're about 3.1% roughly. What we did make for a last minute change, we added in, once the boiler went, we added into municipal buildings, $50,000 to the emergency fund. I reached out to the budget committee to seek their input, and because we're going to use $33,000 out of that line. So that was the updated document you see in the last page.
okay, so is that in the packet?
Yep.
Okay.
It should be.
All right, so let's go with general government. We've got the, covers everything through line item. Yeah, 40. So, do we handle the, 41, right? It's the, 42 would be, the animal control officer is included in that, so. The proposal is for $633,285. Last year's budget was $612,956. So it's up about 2.5% maybe. Any discussion of any of the line items?
7 and 14. Toot my own horn, but speaking more from the charter commission than a selectman's position, but you're going from a town administrator to a town manager. We're pretty well set right now, but I think we need to add something in there, and Matt's got a game plan on that, but, and your selectmen's pay is, I feel that we're probably making fair wages here, but, nowhere near the, communities around us, and nowhere near what your communities has got, councilmen versus selectmen, so, that selectmen's line should go up $2,000 to almost $10,000 to be even with some of your smaller towns, but do we wanna do it all in 1 year, I guess, is my question.
Well, from my personal perspective, I think, we get $5,000 a year, the chair gets an extra 1,000.
Yeah,
To me, I would address it in next year's upcoming budget, rather than trying to manipulate this budget. It's
well, the only trouble is, I mean, how long have you had a $5,000 or a $6,000 budget?
well, back in.
22 years,
20
23 years?
No,
Back in 22.
5 years, yeah.
22,
was-
you got,
it was-
the only thing you got was what you had taken away from yourself.
Right.
But there's not been a raise.
But that goes back to 2016.
16,
Yeah.
14. You took 1,500 out of your own budget when you cut the hours down here in the town office for 3 or 4 years, but you never jumped it back up until just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think it was fiscal year
Yeah.
2022,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm fine the way it is, but
I am too.
And I appreciate the sentiment there, but I would also, not this year. We can readdress it in probably the 26, 27 budget.
Can I just throw my 2 cents in?
Yeah.
I think that, I agree with what you're saying, and I agree with what Dwayne's saying, but I think that given the instructions that Matt gave to all the department heads to keep everything at 3%, it may not be the best time to move on something like this. If it's in next year's budget, we can vote for it. And I think that may be, I agree with you, because that might be the best way to do it.
And the main reason I'm bringing it up is because I sat on the charter, and this was looked at to an extent, that selectmen versus councilmen, and holy moly, I mean, some of these councilmen that are out there, they're making more a month than we are a year, so. I mean,
But I looked at Buxton's town report, and those guys all, and I'm not comparing the jobs, but I'm just saying, on paper, they got office hours every week.
Well,
at town hall.
they have assignments, they don't have a town manager that we do.
It's a little different animal, but
Exactly.
I don't know what their compensation is, it's probably in the report, but sometimes it's difficult for me to look at their report. It's not like ours, so I can't figure it out sometimes.
We're not a Hollis either, I mean.
Yeah, Hollis does that too.
was paying by the hour, and it was 20, 25, 30,000
Yeah.
apiece.
So,
But
but anyway,
but
I think your best bet's that my
Wait it
vote
off.
would be good.
yeah, so I'm good with keeping it there, as far as Matt goes, his title is gonna change, but he still has the same authority that the previous charter had, which was, in essence, the town manager, right? So, and he's currently under contract.
I was just gonna say, he's
So,
contracted as well.
So my suggestion is that we approve the $633,285,
And I'll move that as you just stated.
okay? Do I have a second?
You do.
All those in favor? Opposed? Okay, let's jump to leases and debt service. So we're down about, what, $25,000, $27,000?
28.
Yeah, so we, last year was 557, 424, this year is 425, 722. So,
I'll make a motion that we accept Department 13 leases and debt service for the amount of $525,722.
okay.
Second that, because we kind of have to.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Insurance benefits, okay.
It's a lot of money, but we gotta pay it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a difference here between what the town administrator and the finance committee recommends.
21,000.
Yeah, so it's,
And that is the difference for the recreation department for the administrative assistant or the assistant. In our recommendation column, we did not include that, with the budget committee recommending that the position go back to full-time. We added the insurance benefits back in.
Okay.
What Dwayne was mentioning earlier, and just to recap, because it'll be in this section here, in the vacation buyout, we've had about $35,000 budgeted every year, obviously, as you can see there. Looked at the balance, we have about $12,000 remaining currently today, minus any, so that was from any buyouts from vacation time, or anybody that may have left that we had to pay them out. Looking at our future, we have some folks that will be potentially retiring in the near future. My thought is, and I know where Dwayne was coming with earlier, is that if there's a change down the road, or, you know, if I got run over, that might be in a line that you could be able to have a few dollars to pay from at the end of the year to help offset. My thought would be is we take that $35,000, the remaining balance, like this year's $12,000 today, whatever that balance is come year end, we list that as a carry forward. And just add that to the $35,000
Yes.
next year.
I agree.
Like I say, it was 12, I think, I don't have that report from me right now, but 12,000
It was,
change.
I did check.
Then, going back to my comment on the town manager, I'm not saying pay any more money, but if something happens, and we never know what's gonna happen, or how his health or anything is, we can't replace him for what we're paying him. He's doing a heck of a job, so, but we can't replace him with the money that we've got.
okay, so, what do you recommend, Matt? $1,040,000?
$1,040,014.
I'll make a motion that Department 15 insurance and benefits for the amount of $1,040,014.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? All right. Town clerk. We're down from 97,230 to
Wait a
85,900.
minute, you got a 35 in there.
Well, that rolls up to.
Does it go all the way down? 'Cause it's in dark ink.
Yeah.
I think there's another one.
Yeah, the next page.
Isn't that part of the
Yeah, but
insurance and benefits?
We've jumped here. We got the town clerk in here.
Yeah.
But 15 and 35 should
But
be together.
this one right here is, 59 is a separate article altogether.
But that rolls up to
Goes up to 15?
Yes,
15.
it's property and casualty and
This
liability.
35 is part of
Okay.
15. That's a subcategory of that.
Okay, so it's in the general, okay.
So we've got, we're down $11,000.
And this is the new hire this year.
Right. 85,905 is the town clerk's pay or budget. And somebody wants wants to make that motion?
85,909, you actually want,
905?
8595.
So,
I'll make that.
85,905, yeah.
yep,
I'll make that a motion.
okay. Any discussion?
Davey, second that, I'm sorry.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
All those in favor? Okay. Okay, tax collector. 57,904 is the current budget. 59,687 is the 26 budget. And I think it's just built into the increase, right?
Yeah.
Motion for 59,687.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Done. Treasurer. 84,848 was last year's budget. 85,883 is the new budget.
85,883 is a motion.
Okay,
Second.
second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Thank you. IT department. Oh, man, this is really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the rubber hits the road.
Yeah. 177,337 was last year's budget. 184,108 is the current proposed budget. Budget committee voted on it 5-0.
Motion for 84,108.
184.
No,
184,108.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm being a wise guy.
We just saved $100,000.
Hey, you told me to cut stuff back.
Yeah, we just went off air too, by the way.
Motion for 184,108.
Second.
And the big increase was contractual services, Dave?
Software is up.
Software, yeah.
He's not even there.
Oh, you're not even there.
Oh,
Just watching in the other room, shutting things
all
off.
right. It's been moved and
Just pull in the
seconded.
plug.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Municipal budget, buildings. And you said that,
This is the one that, I'm assuming is on the sheet in front of you under Department 35.
Yep.
It's on this pack too, Laura.
Yep.
Yeah, so line 18, the emergency fund, is the one we added the 50. And that will put us back, well, slightly higher than we are now, but that's a carry forward account, and we get this thing to hover.
so it's 151 even, 151,000 even.
Yeah.
I can't see the carry forward now.
Right.
What?
12,347.
Oh.
What did
You
you say it
hover,
was?
hover over it.
No, I think it's
Am I the wrong one?
6341.
Yep.
The traffic lights, I think you
Yep, I was. 60,341.
That's what we have in it today.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because we're adding it, so.
Okay. All right, so Budget Committee approved this 5-0. So it's 151 even, or 151,000 even. So,
Motion for 151,000.
okay.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed?
Chairman, just
Yeah.
just was notified that we're not live. Seriously. I don't know, is Dave in the building, or?
He is, I don't know what happened,
Well,
where he
it-
went.
Are we all here now?
Do you want him
Good
to
job,
go get
Brian.
him?
No, I was just wondering if he could activate it or whatever he has to do, but,
Oh, he was here.
yeah, that's
They're
not
not
showing.
on, though.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
could
not
you go
showing.
find
Not on.
It's not on? Oh,
No.
so maybe that's where he is.
Yeah, it could be.
Holy moly.
Thanks a lot, Dwayne. You really did it.
You killed the camera, though.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's locked in his office
Yeah.
now. Can't get in.
Pulling his toys out.
I'll show you guys.
Been on a lot of committees with guys.
Thank you,
who pick up
Melissa.
the toys.
Melissa's reporting that we're live on online still too.
Oh, online?
That we are?
Yeah.
But we're not cable. Not on cable? All right, so, tax assessor, down 23 grand. So
So-
80,250,
I'm sorry. I had to go get Dave, what happened?
okay.
Nothing.
We stopped.
Okay,
waited for
thank
you.
We're now on, Department 40. So, you have a comment?
The only thing we made for a change in here was on line 6, the reval site inspections. We're listing that as a carry forward so that because that will not be all completed this year. Some of it will be done, but then we'll use those funds towards next year, whatever the remaining balance will be.
Okay.
So we didn't want to appropriate more.
So 80,250,
80,250.
why is that $1,000 more than,
Because the maps, I had an incorrect number for the mapping,
okay,
and it was $1,000 off, so we corrected that at the budget committee.
okay. And the budget committee, 4 to 0, voted 4 to 0. So, I entertain a
I
motion.
don't know.
80,250 for the tax assessor.
Okay.
A second,
Any discussion? All those in favor? Okay. Okay, code enforcement. That would be the next, right?
Yep.
45, up a bit from 114, 129, so current year's budget to 123, 162.
And I did include a slight adjustment that was more than 3% on our code enforcement to align with other communities.
Yep.
123, 162 as a vote for the code enforcement.
Okay,
second.
any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? We don't vote on overlay, right?
Right.
50 would be next.
Okay, so 50 is the library, currently 155, 441, going to 162 or 132.
So
What's your
moved.
pleasure?
So moved. 162, 132.
Do I have a second?
Yeah, just want to look at one number, yes, you do.
Okay.
Most of this is all in labor, ain't it?
Yeah.
Pretty
Correct.
close, I mean,
Any discussion?
Do they generate any revenue?
They do, but it's like
Minimal.
$6,000.
Peanuts, okay.
All those in favor? Opposed? Recreation.
well,
Budget committee recommended 5-4, vote 398, 891 is the current budget. Proposed budget is 440, 892.
And the differences between our recommendation and where the budget committee is the increase in hours for the current part-time administrative assistant from 16 hours back to 40.
Now, when you say 16 to 40, can you give me the history behind that? When did it drop down?
So, was it last year,
Adjusted.
current year? This will be the first year, we had worked previous year to pull from an administrative assistant to work the lobby here, a couple days of the week. And, you know, we were trying to engage her and get her additional training, and she was working the front window. And then his pitch to us is that he's somebody over there on a regular basis to help manage the programs, versus having kids constantly for the afternoon and mornings, for the Fun Energy or teen camp or the programs they have. So we had reduced it in the current fiscal year budget in FY '25. His proposal is in FY '26 to replace it back to the full-time. Which you started that obviously back with the insurance one, that if you don't like that, then you'd have to go back, we need to go back and adjust the insurance. I guess at this point, you know, this is only the second, you know, we have one full-time person in rec. He's proposing, based on his revenue, he is looking at, for this coming year, projection is $457,575.
Wow.
That's what the projections is. That's with an increase for, what was it, $25?
25.
25 per,
Financial.
for the programs.
So it's pretty much paying for it, the
Year
town's
to-
paying for itself.
Well, and those are projections for next year, because we're not there today. Current year to date, we're at 240, just under 240,000. And these numbers are also what, 228, right?
There's a bunch of money
So it's
coming
maybe a
in
little
On
more.
that, yes.
summer program just before year end,
So-
correct?
Yes.
I mean, there'll be 100,000 come in on the summer program.
There is some coming in already, but, so this is what, 228, so it's a couple weeks, so I don't know how much, there's a few thousand in between, but,
My last question is, if we approve this for the position to go back to 40, is the same person going to just move up to 40, or do we have to repost because it's a full-time position now, or do we just?
I would suspect that I think the individual that's working the shifts already, she's actually working a little bit more than the 16 hours, because she's pulling from Fun Energy line as well.
Yeah.
You know, we got into it a little bit with back and forth with budget committee, you know, but the program payroll line, we never got reduced based on our numbers, so I think there's certainly there's a few extra dollars in that line as well.
Okay.
But, so to answer your question, I think it'd be the same person.
Okay. Then I'll make a motion that we accept the recreation budget, Department 55, for the full amount of $448,668.
No, 448,892.
Line 55.
Wait a minute. I said 448,668, what did I say?
No, 448,92.
No,
No.
Oh, you're making,
Well,
I'm going to 448,668, the department recommendation.
Oh, you're going to department recommendation?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
That's right.
Yeah, well,
That's in excess of what, that's more positions that weren't planned for, that
Right.
changes it completely.
so the budget committee has approved 440,892,
Right, okay.
That is with the
Okay.
full-time position.
and that's with the full-time position.
which it would be where I'd want to go.
Right.
Is that what you're talking, Gary?
I'm going by the department recommendation of 448,668, given the fact that it's almost self-sufficient
Yeah.
with the revenues.
What number did we come up with, Joe?
Because of this, you had 448.92.
448.92, correct?
Yep,
Yeah.
Can you explain that, maybe?
Boy. It took
If
us-
you can't, I
In the
mean,
end of it, Matt was explaining it to my wife, so. that was a
The
long-
440 gives him the coverage that he needed.
Yes.
And because right now, so, and Gary, and just, I see what you're saying, on the initial column on B, the 448,668. If you, line 5, includes the full-time person that he's requesting for the 143.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, today, the part-time person is being paid, and if I screw this up in my explanation, let me know.
Okay.
We have a budget line in line 5, and then she's also being paid on line 6, a portion of it.
Yes.
When we transitioned, when we were calculating it, and then what column D is showing, where the budget committee got in, is where we finally got the numbers, which that line 6 is still a bit higher than where it probably needs to be, because her funds won't be coming out of that line anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be essentially a surplus of dollars in there. But that's ultimately what they voted on, but, so the 143 includes back to the full-time, and the program payroll stays the same,
And an extra person.
and there was extra hours in there too.
For an
for
extra
that.
person if you didn't get a full-timer.
Right,
So they need 440, 892?
correct. That's what, that puts them where he needed to be.
And Gary, line 201 is the heat. And by putting that new furnace in, we should be saving about 3 gallons of fuel an hour over there in a new furnace.
That's a good thing.
So it ain't gonna take long to pay for that
Yeah.
and be money in our pocket, so.
I'll rescind my motion for
So-
448, 668.
Okay. So I'd entertain a motion for 440, 892.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Okay, we're now on to the planning board, 60, right?
Yes.
Budget committee recommendation was 4-0 vote. It's $5,150, which is the same budget line item.
So moved. 5150.
Yep,
Second.
5150. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All right, planning department. Budget committee voted 4-0. Salary, which is includes the gal from Saco River. I mean,
We have some planning money it's in that account too, yes.
right,
It's carried forward and that's Angela.
okay. So 64,439 is what they need. Current budget is 69,34.
So moved. 64,439.
I'll second that.
Okay? Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Zoning Board of Appeals. 2550 is the current budget, 2200 is the proposed budget. Budget committee voted 4-0 in favor of the 2200. What's your pleasure?
I'll make that motion for Department 65, the amount of $2,200.
Yep.
Second.
I get one comment, I don't think it's money enough, but,
Okay,
I mean, we overdraft, we'll take it from somewhere else.
sorry.
I don't, the legal fees, it
Well-
don't take long to get $1,000 out of that, but we've got another legal account that
Right.
In general.
we can, the general, but, and you're also paying the ZBA, in most cases, every applicant, they gotta have 2 meetings now, so they get paid, a stipend, so, used to be they could do it in one evening and just come in and sign the paper, and now they have to come back and approve the minutes, and,
And you did adjust those fees for this amount
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So the motion was for 2,200, second. Do we have any discussion, further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Public Safety Committee. Current budget is $1,783,803. Proposed budget is $1,837,622. And that takes in
Both fire and EMS.
case on, yeah, both fire and EMS, right? But it handles the lack of per diem people?
Well, that increases overtime line,
Okay,
change the overtime line. We have not made any adjustments for a transition from the per diem line,
yep,
which is line 6. I guess, well, obviously, if we need to look at that line as we move forward, if we need to hire somebody out of that. But it puts our overtime line based on what our current numbers are, and it increases it to 77,802. But that's also for what, 10 positions?
I did do an analysis, I have that someplace, but we didn't figure it into this year's budget, so.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the last 3 months of the fiscal year, if we find that we're short, because we've got per diems or full-time or what, I don't care what it is, help over there that we haven't got funded, we can take some money out of that ambulance fund and transfer that into the fire department or this public safety department to offset that.
I believe based on the ordinance, you are correct, in an emergency, you are in
Yeah,
funding
so I
needs.
mean,
but-
there is some funding there if we find that we gotta have some more help and the numbers keep going up and up.
okay,
And the only other thing I'll just point out that it also does include is the contractual services for dispatch.
right.
So dispatches per capita has gone up slightly, and there's repeater sites and repeater leases, so 86, 7, 16 to 92. And I suspect we're gonna see a continued, next year, a slight jump in that as well.
Okay,
Only because the price of employment keeps crawling. I mean,
yeah,
And this is just fire and EMS, it's not law enforcement, correct?
Correct.
right.
Thank you.
So, somebody wanna make a motion of $1,837,622?
Yes, I do. Department 70 for that amount of $1,837,622.
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay, been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? That takes us down to Department 77,
I'll
which
make a
is-
motion, we accept Department 77 for $61,500.
Somebody's hungry. Somebody's hungry.
No, I'm just, there's nothing to talk about. We have to have it.
Somebody want to second that?
Yeah,
All those, any discussion?
that's if there's water in the hydrants.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let's not open that door.
that's, all those in favor? Opposed? Rosconna Fire Department, Rosconna Fire Company.
So moved, $11,160.
I'll second that.
I wish we could run the whole department like that.
Okay.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we should.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Transfer station, health and sanitation. It's up from 57,120 to 916,552, 5-0 vote from the budget committee.
Biggest changes in here was in tipping fees that went up with bulky waste and the,
OBDP was,
yeah,
Well, EcoMaine has jumped $10 a ton.
That was the most, and he also increases vehicle maintenance.
which is roughly $300 a load,
Right.
you know, I mean,
And he generates a lot of revenue,
Yep.
so,
Well, he's way ahead in revenue this year,
yeah,
so.
good. I'll make the motion, we take Department 80, the sum of $916,552.
Second that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? 25 years ago, when we said that it would be $1 million a year, and it's still under.
Yeah. This year.
I was gonna say, but back then there was a contract to do the whole,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Public Works, $1,971,732. Budget Committee recommended 5-0 vote. Current budget is $196,564.72. So,
And just for everybody to know, this does include the $757,000, $757,000 plowing contract,
okay.
757.
410.
so your public works shy of the plowing and sanding is roughly $1 million. And that also includes general maintenance and anything that we own here, not just the public works
What do
buildings.
we get for sand and salt revenue?
Revenue for sand and salt?
No, I'm sorry. Balance.
That would be awesome.
Hold up,
For balance.
hold up. Sand and salt has
I missed it.
102.
So 102 out of 190.
And did he give us an update the day? We're about empty.
I
We're
was
about
gonna say, he's trying to get that down.
Yeah.
He told me the other day that he's trying to get, he doesn't wanna put any more material in that building this year, cause he wants to build
Do the floors and stuff, right?
do the floors and the wall, so he's kinda working it down. If he needs it, he can haul it,
Yep.
you know.
But the last couple storms have really drained us.
Yes, I was gonna say, that last storm was 40-some hours of winding material on it, so.
So he's looking for $1,971,732.
Give it to him, $1,971,732.
Second.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Any
Yep.
discussion? All those in favor? Opposed?
Everybody wants hot top before it starts snowing and wants
Yeah.
it during the storm.
Okay, we're going down to 87, which is general assistance, 25,050. 24,687 is the current budget, so it's up a handful of bucks.
I'll move that we,
Did you realize that the city of Portland consumes 80% of the state
budget.
budget?
crazy, isn't it?
Anyway,
I'll make a motion, we accept Department 87, general assistance in an amount of $25,050.
okay?
And I'll second it, but comment, Dennis, is
Yep.
half of that is in hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when they get here with a boat, they gotta have a hotel.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed?
We're just lucky that we don't have hotels in town.
Right. Okay, education, we So we'll jump into 92, which is the capital improvement programs. 327,000 was current year's budget. 392,331. Budget committee recommend 5 to vote, 0 vote. It was, 2 years ago, it was 404,820.
And just one more tidbit for you. On line 11, we have got your article that we separate before the pumper.
Okay.
And that is,
Oh, yeah.
it shows a $0 here because we will not have a payment until July of
Right.
a year out. Paid, that's in the arrears.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. if
Well,
get
we
it-
have to close, so we actually have to close on it, so
Yeah.
we'll have it, it will be in FY '27.
Okay.
Because we'll have to close on it afterwards.
Yeah.
But that will be a full money article. And then you've got several pieces of some leased equipment in here. There's a reserve building fund, $10,000, to build that up. I took some of Ron's suggestions from the auditors. I still don't think the 10,000 is enough, but we figure we'd start someplace. There's $50,000 in equipment for anticipated and unanticipated equipment for plow trucks, sanders, loaders, the equipment that we're gonna need moving forward for public works and plowing.
Okay.
And then there's some paving for transfer station. We're holding off on the library paving for now, but we're gonna think about both, I know it's not in here for now, but just so you know, library and fire station parking lots, in the very near future.
I got a question. It seems like in the last 2-3 years, we've dumped a ton of money on the middle road. And here we go again with another 40 grand for a culvert.
That's,
Is
that's
that,
7 miles of road, Gary.
was it that bad?
Yeah, well, it was, but that's pretty cheap for the culvert because we're actually doing,
I guess I'm not really questioning the culvert. I'm saying just the ongoing expense for that road.
so they do the base and then, and that's why it's important for us to do our paving programs and stay ahead of it, but
Mhm.
we've gotten behind over the years at times, right? I mean, that's.
You're using your paving money
Plus that road takes.
for
a
that
ton of
section,
traffic.
but
Was it-
it's unbelievable.
It was a long time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
And we've used some money from the accounts and from a couple different CIP accounts for the FEMA storm this past year too. So some of that will get reimbursed, but trying to put some back into those CIP accounts to build them back up so we're in a position that we can buy that equipment we need. But
So I'm looking
He's
for,
tried to do that in 4 pieces.
looking for a motion for 392, 331.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
You do.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed?
Were you in favor, Dwayne?
Yes.
Okay.
Unclassified. We've got contract deputy services, 2 deputies, $240,000. Current budget was 262. County tax is part of this as well. Looks like we're 528, 500, and we're going to 540.
no. So that was an estimate we plugged in before we got more information and when we met with the budget committee. That 540 is probably close to 570-ish, it was approximately 10, I think it's about a 10% increase.
Yes.
Overall. So when we met with the budget committee, obviously you see the budget committee's recommendations. I think they are split on line 5 at this point. We kept that at 240. However, we did that thinking that that position has historically come in at closer to 200,000. And because we had already finished the meetings, we were okay, not knowing where the county tax would be, that we would be okay to
Yep.
move that from there to county tax line.
Can we take that 501, and make that a separate article altogether?
It
It
is.
is, okay.
It's separate.
Okay, now, can we also make that into two questions? Do you support 2 deputies? Do you support no deputy? Or do you support 1 deputy?
So it's a multiple choice?
Yes. Well, or 2 questions. If they vote down the first one of 2 deputies, would you support 1?
But you gotta explain what coverage we're getting.
Yes.
I see it alone.
I'd say do away with them.
I think the county is gonna end up giving it to us before they get done. I think in that county budget, these outside deputies are gonna be gone.
I think you're right.
I don't think we're gonna need it. but-
Let's deal with that separately.
But it is a separate article.
Yeah.
It
That's
is
what
a
was
separate
before.
article, but I guess I'm just asking because
Well, we can
what
have
we're
that,
proposing too, but if the townspeople don't feel we're getting the work, then do you still want 1? You know, I don't know. The only reason I supported it 2 years ago was because the townspeople voted to do it, so. Other than that, I would have pulled out and hadn't gone before.
Well,
I think
I
we
think-
are getting some more coverage and we're getting better reports, but we're still a long ways from getting what we're paying for.
well, that's gonna have to be, we could add a second question to the ballot.
I guess the second question would be, if question 1 is defeated, would you support 1 deputy?
You know, well, the county might satisfy this.
Right.
Because they're talking about
Doing away with it completely, so,
contracts.
yeah.
But I think that it's prudent to at least put the 240 in there.
So how would you want to label question 2?
Well, I think that we need to have that discussion.
We can have a couple samples for you, because you'll need to vote on the warrant article on April 1st.
Yeah.
So we'll have a couple samples then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? So we're
No,
looking for 864,047.
Yeah, okay.
And that includes all the agencies. Budget Committee recommended 5-0 vote.
So,
You're leaving the 240 in there?
Yep.
Because we might use it for the tax, if the tax is higher, right, the county
Right.
tax.
I mean, the bottom line is that if we vote it down today, if something happens, then we're gonna be on the hook, right? I would prefer that the county deals with it.
yeah, me too, but.
Well, I don't want to be responsible for taking this off.
Right.
And saying, no, we don't want it, I want the
Right.
people to decide.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, just because we authorize it today, does not mean it's gonna go through
Well,
the
that's right.
voters.
That's right.
And we'll leave it up to them, so.
So I'll make a motion for 200, yeah,
Eight-
850,
864.
858, 341.
864,047.
Yeah, 864.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll second it. For 864,047.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? You're
I'm
abstaining?
going to abstain because of the 240.
Right. Okay, Old Home Days, last.
15,000, I'll make a
15,000.
motion.
I'll make a motion to accept Department 97 for the Old Home Day Committee for $15,000.
Seconded. I will say that that's down,
Any discussion?
it's down quite a bit, and they're doing a good job keeping the budget down on
Yep.
that, so.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Realistically, the 15,000 is your fire,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, they're doing a good job running their own.
yep.
Okay, let's go back to page 1. Come on. Okay, other discuss vote to accept the minutes of the February 18th meeting and the March 4th meeting.
So moved.
I can't vote on the February 18th.
Right.
Right,
Okay, so,
Separate them.
yeah,
so.
I'll make a motion to approve the February 18th minutes.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? You were absent.
Right.
March 4th
I'll
meeting.
make a motion to vote to approve the March 4th minutes.
Second.
All those in favor? And you were-
That was
All right,
That was a tricky one.
Yeah.
Had to do it.
you're all set with, you're gonna create a couple of
Yep.
questions?
And then we'll have Deanna here,
Yep.
and we'll have the rest of the ballot, the warrant view, so that you can sign it before you leave.
Okay. Anything else? I would,
Are we doing anything with 12? Pending decisions? Pending decisions. The zoning board change.
oh yeah, that's in the planning board's laps.
Okay, so we're not,
We haven't got to do
Yeah, it's in
anything.
pending.
okay.
Okay? Anything else? If not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Thank you and good night.